Manikfan very kamuga fahaga kuram me waraboda markazi siyasate gengolo bitang e ahida fami sarukaram me gengolo nege ni muling idi kol siyasate ni jazira siyasate ge dashon ebawe ni council taka wes waraboda ti bharata hakachi di me Manikfan very kama wadaga noni BPM very kama kurang wata as pina mikankan ane kola badalu kuraman to ekanka yadu
mi sarukaru maaboda markazi adi mi sarukaru dawlatuge huriha mosasa kaipana Then
in one of his recent interviews, former President Yameen claimed that, when he was head of the state, he did not centralize and did not interfere or influence any state institutions. He claimed that the bodies regulated independently. No judges can claim that Press Yameen ordered to do something in a specific way, he said.
The people of Maldives would agree that the statements he made are quite inaccurate. There is a dossier of evidence available in the internet that would date us back to events where he is found guilty of influencing trials of his political opponents, changing new amendments in the existing laws to fit to his liking. Nasheed, convicted of terrorism over the military's abduction of a judge and handed 13 years in jail. Government failed to explain how the arrest of Judge Abdulla Muhammad, carried out by the MNDF, could constitute terrorism. President Yameen rejects Clemency Act that grants the press wide authority to pardon any prisoner. However, drug kingpin like Ibrahim Shifiz was given pardon under Clemency Act. Yameen instigated new charges of terrorism against President Mohammed Nasheed. The new charges relate to Yameen's brief isolation by the MNDF in 2010. These fresh accusations were measures to prevent Nasheed from returning to Maldives to participate in the 2018 presidential elections. Judge barred journalists from attending hearings in March during former President Mohammed Nasheed's terrorism trial. Prosecutor General Mussin and Judge Bari were among the state's witness for Judge Abdulla Muhammad, who was ordered arrest by Press Nasheed. The journalist and cameraman were briefly detained after they videotaped an alleged meeting between Judge Bari and Prosecutor General Mussin. PPM MP Ahmed Assad arrived at the cafe shortly afterwards with a group of young men and forced the cameraman to delete the footage.
Sheikh Imran Abdullah, found guilty of inciting violence in his speech at the 20,000-strong protest march, May Day Rally 2015, and sentenced to 12 years. Imran Abdullah's conviction marked as the first terrorism sentence passed in the Maldives over a speech made at a political gathering. He asked the Supreme Court to change the judge in his case. CNN reported that Judge Bari had threatened journalists inside the courtroom, claiming their coverage of the Atalath party leader's trial was unfair. On August 5th, the chief judge of the criminal court, Abdullah Muhammad, transferred Imran to house arrest, citing health concerns. But Judge Bari held a surprise hearing the next day and ordered Imran to be taken back into custody.
Mamoun Abdul Game, sentenced to terrorism charge, 19 months in prison after he was found guilty of obstructing justice. Charges of plotting coup, shortly after Yameen declared state of emergency in February 2018. Sentenced for refusing to hand over a mobile phone to police. Not give enough time to appoint new counsel after his lawyer boycotted proceedings. In 2016, Yameen is made as the leader of PPM after Mamoun's refusal to endorse Yameen for the 2018 polls. In 2017, Mamoun is expelled from PPM after signing pact to form a coalition, working with the opposition to overthrow the government. Yameen issued an enforcement order instructing police to stop Mamoun from using PPM logo, flag or name, also ordered to disband Mamoun's office. Qasim Ibrahim, found guilty of attempted bribery and sentenced to 3 years in jail. Qasim was sentenced under charges of attempted bribery for a public speech in which he called on more MPs to join the opposition. Judge Abdul Bari accused Qasim of influencing lawmakers to sign no-confidence motions to remove the Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Parliament. According to Qasim's legal team, the judge tried to continue with the final hearing after Qasim was rushed to the hospital, but the lawyers refused to enter the courtroom in their client's absence. The politically motivated charges and sentence were brazenly framed and fixed to strip MP Qasim Ibrahim of his parliamentary seat. The law states all cases classified under corruption must be investigated by the Anti-Corruption Commission. However, MP Qasim's case was investigated by the police. Police posted notices against Qasim and Nasheed, who were under investigation for refusing to return and serve their prison sentences after their medical leave expired. Judge Abdul Bar Yusuf played a key controversial role in all these high-profile cases of jailing all the political opponents of Yameen. Bari was part of a 3-judge panel that had sentenced former President Mohammed Nasheed to 13 years in a widely criticized trial. The same 3-judge panel had also sentenced former defense ministers Mohammed Nazim and Thulhat Ibrahim to 11 years and 10 years in jail, respectively. 2 of the judges were subsequently promoted to the Appellate High Court, and Bari was awarded a discounted luxury flat. He was also appointed as the Criminal Court's acting chief judge. Yameen sidelines Bari when he loses favor. Judge Bari lost the favor of President Yameen when Qasim's case was thrown out. He was abruptly transferred to the juvenile court for reasons undisclosed. Many speculated the JSC's intent as the decision came right after Qasim Ibrahim's case was thrown out, a case the government was pushing for. The judge accused the police of withdrawing security for his family after he threatened that he has evidences to expose the evil doing of ignorant tyrants.